Hi guys, welcome back to the Wild West Ranch, and today you're going to get to meet our horses. So make sure you stay tuned because this is going to be really fun. So as you probably didn't know, we have 5 horses, and their names are Moby, Minnow, Hazel, Mac, and Cooper. And we're going to be showing them to you today. This is Hazel, our 12-year-old quarter horse mare, and she's 14.5 hands high, and a bay, as you can see. She's got a black tail and a black mane, and she's also has black socks. This is Mac, my 2-year-old quarter horse Gypsy Vanner mix, and he is a paint gelding, and when he grows up he might be around 16 hands high because he's a draft horse mix with Gypsy Vanners are a really tall breed of horse, so he's probably going to grow up to be pretty tall. I got him when he was 8 months old, and I've had him ever since. So you may have noticed Mac's long curly mane and tail, and that is a trademark of a Gypsy Vanner. They have long, really, you can look up pictures of Gypsy Vanners. He's young, so he doesn't have as long of a mane and tail, but as you can see, it's really thick. It goes on both sides. Our other horses, it only goes on one side, but yeah, Gypsy Vanners, yeah, they have really long mane and tails, so it's pretty cool. He also has half a blue eye, which is pretty cool. So thank you, Mac, for participating in this. It was a joy to have you here. You can go now. This is Minnow, our 14-year-old quarter horse gelding, and he's about 15 and a half hands high, and he's pretty mellow. So he's pretty good for riding most of the time, and you know, pretty good trail riding, and he has a really nice disposition. Something cool about him is that he looks like he's actually white, but technically he's not white. For a horse to be technically true white, they have to be an albino, which means that their skin pigment is 100% pink. So he has, if you see here, you can see a little bit, he has black skin. So that makes him technically not white, so he's actually called gray. Okay then. This is Moby, and he is a big boy. He's over 16 hands high, and he's a quarter horse draft horse mix. So he's got really big hoofs, and as you see, he's got feathers, and he is 14 years old, just like Minnow. So the cool thing about Moby and Minnow is that they've been together for most of their lives, and they even mirror each other sometimes. It's kind of funny. But so they're both gray. As you can see, he's got a black nose, so he's not a perfectly white horse. If you can tell if it's a white horse most of the time if they've got red eyes or red looking eyes, because they've got no pigment. So it's pretty cool. So if you don't know what feathers are on a horse, they're basically this hair here hanging down, and they're normally only on draft horses. So yeah, pretty interesting. Something that only draft horses really have. So this is our miniature horse Cooper. He's really athletic. He can scratch his ear really easily with his back hoof. and he can get into tires like this. Pretty funny. Oh wow. Yep. As you can see, he's only about 35 inches tall, and he only comes up to my hip. He's 3 years old and really kind of athletic compared to other horses. When he wants to lay down, he's just like boom and lays down. But most other horses, like Moby, he's huge. He's like boom, 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 and it's yeah. Okay, now Cooper likes playing with his ball. He has a lot of fun with it sometimes, and Mac joins him every once in a while. Something you should know is that miniature horses are not miniature ponies. Miniature ponies are small ponies, like Shetland ponies. Miniature horses are basically a shrunken horse. They are a horse. So, yeah. He weighs about 250 pounds, but only 75-pound kids can ride him. Something I wanted to show you is that he has tiny little hoofs, because he's a tiny little horse. So I'm going to show you a comparison between Cooper's hoof and Moby's hoof. Now, look at that. It's enormous. It's really dirty right now. But, because we had a rainstorm and stuff, things got muddy. But, you see how huge his hoof is. Especially compared to Cooper's. It's pretty massive. And draft horses are known for their enormous hoofs because they've got to have traction and stability when they're pulling things. Like farm equipment, stuff like that. Carriages. Maybe if you lived in the 1870s, but you know. Speaking of hands, hand, as we were saying, you know how Minnow is 15.5 hands high, and the other horses, you know, Cooper's, I don't know exactly how tall he is in hands, but a hand is 4 inches, the size of the palm of a man's hand. So basically, you know, 16-hand horse is about 9 feet tall. If you've liked this video so far, make sure you just smash that like button. Perfect! Now horses, they work together in a herd. And, you know, if they've got their fur messed up or whatever, or they're just feeling itchy, they'll itch each other's withers or whatever, their neck. So guys, I hope you enjoyed meeting our horses, and you know what? You can comment right down below which horse is your favorite, and make sure you watch some of our other videos over to the side, and you can subscribe by clicking right down below and then clicking subscribe. Make sure you do that because you want to get our videos. Thanks for watching.